All right, guys, welcome. In my last video, I did say I'm going to make a video explaining how to identify a valid order block. I've seen people trying to mark out order block. They do something like this, and then sometimes they mark the extreme low here, and sometimes they mark maybe another order block at this zone. All right, that's fine, but this is really not the right way to mark an order block that you want to trade. Okay, so this is not quite different from what is out there, but I just want to make it much simpler. There are things that an order block should have that should make it valid for you to look at to trade it. First, an order block should be able to sweep liquidity. That's the first thing. And then it should give you an impulsive move leading to a break of structure, either of the previous high or the previous low. So when price it's coming, price might come to, price might come to mitigate the last candle or the series of candles. Okay, so price might just come for the series of candles. So these candles here could be one, could be series of candles, could be group of candles. All right, that's the order block, because clearly you can see that it swept liquidity. That's the components. First, there should be this liquidity sweep, and then it can be either a single candle or series of candles. All right, so you can now refine it to maybe the last candle, depending on what your entry techniques or model. All right, so then number three, it should give you an impulsive move that will lead to a break in market structure. Okay, there should be an impulsive move leading to a break in market structure. If there's no impulsive move, most likely it's not going to hold. And apart from that, there should be a fair value gap either before it or within it. All right, there should be a fair value gap before the series of candles or within this series of candles. So the fair value gap can be either there or here. Okay, it should just be around. It helps to validate the order block. It should be formed near the origin of the candles or the last candle. So this is the how to identify a valid order block. So whether for a sell or for a buy, you want to see price, giving you a sweep of that high and then breaks low. So maybe something like this, and then there should be like a fair value gap somewhere around that. Price will come back to trade off. Okay, so you want to always identify the same characteristics every now and then. Price gives you that sweeps, gives you a break of structure with an impulsive move, then either a fair value gap or you're going to have series of candles around that led to that sweep. Okay, this is how to identify a valid order block you want to trade. Yeah, something like this. Okay, so let me just show you from the chart. And while I'm doing that, I want to say this again, that you cannot trade anyhow. You must learn to trade applying risk management. So whatever we're teaching here, if you apply risk management and your own entry model, you should be able to, get value from this. So this is gold, for instance. You can see clearly we're bullish. Gold was bullish, and then price make this low, made this high. So we already had a valid range. So if you have not watched my video on how to identify a valid range, please, you can check in on this link, go to do that. So already had a valid range. We're expecting that if price return back, we want to trade off this zone, like somewhere around this zone. Now let's find out what are within this side that makes here valid, because this is the low, this is the high. A new range has been identified. So let's look at the lows. While price was trading lower, you can see that high, you can see this low, you can see this high, you can see this low. Then price created this, and you can see how price swept these lows first. That's where it started from. Swept these lows with this candle or series of candles, all of this. Price rallied down, swept that low, and see what price did. Closed above here. Price has changed structure and closed above here. It was this move that led to all of this impulsive move that closed above these two zones. So we have a valid break in market structure. So we have our liquidity sweep. We have a valid break in market structure. Using an impulsive, we can see the whole candles. So now what are we looking at? We want to be able to find out, do we have any fair value gap around? And then can we come back to play off these candles, either the series of candles or the last candle? This is the 4 hours, like how I personally trade. For those that are in our mentorship community, want to identify this last candle. All right, the move started from it, so I'll just identify this last candle, expecting price to return back to this place. But you can refine it depending on how you do your own refinement. All right, so from this last candle on 4 hours, I usually go to the 30 minutes to find what is within those candles. Okay, so let's see on the 30 minutes if we have more information. That's how I refine my own order block or the zone. That's how I refine it. I want to see if I can find anything there. So look at within that zone, we have a fair value gap above or within it. And so we have fair value gap here. As I said, you should be able to spot that. And then with my own, the way I refine, I love refining to the very last candle on 30 minutes or on the 1 hour. Okay, that last candle. I love to refine my order block so that I can get lower entries. You know, that's what trading entails. You want to see how to get a lower risk to ratio reward. Okay, so little stop loss, higher TP. So let's push and see if price came to all of this zone. Let's see, because that's where I'm waiting for price to come into. Boom, that's it. So I should be looking at buying from here and then stop loss at these lows. All right, and then let's see if we can capture the entire high on 4 hours, which is this high. But that's a place for, that's my zone for TP. So I don't know how long, but let's see if we got that. So I can go to 4 hours now so that I can, drag and extend the chart. So that was how we caught that entry on gold and held. I actually dropped this in the Signal group. For those of you that are in the Signal group, you can follow the link I'll be dropping in this video section to see how we traded gold from this low till price tagged the high. Simply identifying a valid order block which you can trade. A valid order block. All right, it's a very simple technique. So yesterday or within the week, price has taken this high. I remember, for those of you that have been along on this channel, I've always said that once a major high is taken, we want to see price give us any signature for us to have a retracement. So within the week, we saw price giving us that same signature on the 1 hour. Okay, I also dropped this for mentorship community. I also dropped this. So price, after taking the highs, the same thing, price gave us an order block, a valid order block. First, you can see that sweep. So I'm giving this to you as you know, analysis we took and how they all played out. And look at that impulsive move. Look at that big move. Came and broke this. This was a high, a low, a higher high. So price was supposed to buy from here, but price rallied and broke with an impulsive move. So this last candle becomes my valid order block. We're looking at playing the open of it. Yes. So that was our play for the week, and price just came, tagged in on gold. You can see when I just check the link, I dropped this in the Telegram group also. So price came, tagged in on gold, and we already have a 1 to 7. Yeah, I think a 1 to 8 as at yesterday. All right. So that's just it for this video. So if you have not watched my previous videos, please do. Ensure to subscribe and let me know in the comment section what other assets you want me to analyze for you, or what other concepts you want me to throw light on. Is that right? So guys, please remember to apply risk management. Very important. Okay. If you want me to make a video on risk management, entry plan, exit plan, risk to reward, please let me know in the comment section, and then I will roll that out. Thank you guys.